This is the true love. rock. The repository of complete knowledge.
Is it what? Is it where? Is it why? Is it something you should never put in front of your eye? If you're seeking information, then we think you should try the rock.
The repository of complete knowledge.
Would it be? Should it be? Should it be true? Is it grimy? Is it slimy? Is it looking for you? If you're heading to the danger zone, you really should view the rock.
R-O-C-K.
Is it gold? Is it zinc? Is it copper or wood? If you collect the 47, do you get something good? There is data and errata that can be understood. The rock.
O-C-K.
Is it red? Is it blue? Is it yellow or green? Is it bumpy? Is it lumpy? Is it grumpy and mean? There's a ton of information that can jump on the screen. The rock.
The repository of complete knowledge. R-O-C-K. 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 Ham clock.
Ham clock. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Hello, hello. I'll tell you, yes, stream delayed today. I had to save Christmas. Firehair with the 140 streak. Thank you so much. SoCo Shooter, thank you so much for 9 months. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Edge J, thank you for following. Jess Jeveridge, thank you for 11 months. So close to your spicy bubble. Cox Topher, thank you so much for 10 months. Really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I got the Evercade set up. Got a good spot for it. Don't worry, the Arby's is still behind it. A couple other things are out of view now, but thought it was good. That's actually a perfect height where I can actually play it. And now I can have it just run on the Mega Man demo mode sometimes when I stream, which is nice. That makes me happy. So I haven't had time to try playing it yet. But and look, I got this perfect Mega Man side art here. Looks great. Duo's on it for Mega Man 8. That's everybody's favorite Mega Man character, right? Duo? Yeah, everyone loves Duo. Yeah, so Chris was hyping his kids up about Elf in the Shelf coming back tomorrow. His kids love Elf on the Shelf. I guess he just couldn't find the elf after they went to bed, and the kids all thought the elf was coming back tomorrow. So then he had to stay home with the kids. His wife's out of town, so I had to go. I went hunting for the elf, and Chris gave me specific instructions that way. And he's like, "Look, I know this sounds bad, but it needs to be one of the white elves, because that's what we had before." And that's what the kids know. Because it's supposed to be the same elf. So I go to Target, and they don't have any on the show. So I had to talk to somebody, and I had to be like, look. And she was like, oh, we have some in the back. I'm like, okay, that's great. But listen, and I know this sounds awkward and weird, but like he wants one of the white ones. I was like, oh. So she came back and gave me one. I was like, oh, it goes in the back. I'm like, great. Then I'm walking away to look at it, and it was not white. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to have like another awkward conversation with this lady. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, this one won't do. So then I went to Walmart. Nothing is ever in the back. That's why I was shocked that maybe something was in the back. So then I went to Walmart, and they had all sorts of them. Actually, for a while I couldn't find one. I did find a Snoop on a stoop. And I sent that to Chris as a joke, my brother. But I think he was still very worried about the elf situation. So he was just like, ha ha ha, that's great. Do they have them? I was like, I'm looking still. I'm looking. But yes, I did find an elf in the shelf. So Christmas will not be ruined for my nephews and nieces now. So there you go. Here's what we're doing today. I'm going to start the process of figuring out how many games I've beaten and which games I've beaten. I've always wanted to do this. I think it's gonna be a good source. I'm sure I'm gonna forget stuff or whatnot. And there's some games where it's like, what does beating it mean? We'll figure all of that out as we get there. Let me show you the site I found. There's a bunch of these sites. This is the one I'm using here because I can make a list. It's called Infinite Backlog. I'll zoom in a little bit here. Easier to see. So I have a list, so you could just add games to my list, I think. Yeah. So we'll find the first one here. Hey, it's Jeff. What is the meaning of beating it, Jeff? What's the meaning of beating it? I know the true meaning of beating it, Charlie Brown. So yeah, I think we'll just go through platform to start. So we're on NES, which is the first system I had growing up. And I organized it by release date. I don't know how efficient this is, but let's just scroll through starting by release date for a while first. I made a separate list called games I would like to beat one day. We'll see if, so we can add some there, right? Like, who knows? I mean, I'm going to be a little picky with that. Like, sure, maybe I'd like to beat Wizardry 5 one day. That sounds fun. Can you believe there's a video game series that in 1988 already had 5 entries? Isn't that kind of wild? Probably just Wizardry and Ultima, but still. It's pretty funny. Populous East, no. Even Squadron, I thought was older than that. This already seems like this system already seems poor. How we're already at 1989, and we didn't see Super Mario Brothers, right? So that's concerning. But we'll keep scrolling for now. Never played Populous. These are SNES. Did I pick S? Mystery solved. I'm an idiot. All right. Anyways. Yes, NES. Like, here's a good example. Popeye. If I beaten Popeye, I don't even know if I could pretend to be. I played Popeye. I couldn't even pretend. Yes, it's kind of like Letterbox. Donkey Kong. I'm sure at one point in my life I beat Donkey Kong. This includes, like, all sorts of versions of it. Does this include the arcade? Port of Donkey Kong. So, like, maybe I would rather say I had beaten Donkey Kong the arcade game. So, let's say that I have beaten Donkey Kong and add it to games Mike Minotti has beat. That's one. We did it. We're getting there. Should I rate Donkey Kong? Maybe once I make the list, I can go back and rate them all. It's gonna take a while just to figure out how many games I've beaten. Same thing with Donkey Kong Jr. I have beaten Donkey Kong Jr. I have beaten this game. Yep, this is gonna take a while. That's why we gotta start at some point. Never played Ultima 3. I would like to play the Ultima game someday. Like the Mario Brothers arcade game, I don't even know how to classify that. I have played a lot of it. Sure, we beat this game. Well, I'm just doing it, Jason, because I'm not picking the NES versions of these games, right? I'm clicking that thing for the arcade version. Well, I think I blew it right here, though. See? So I want to be a bit specific about what version I consider beaten. Which shouldn't be a problem in the future. Jesus, scrolls back up all the time. What the fuck is Nuts and Milk? I've probably not beaten a single Atari game. What the fuck is this game called Nuts and Milk? What is going on here? Hudson? Weird. I have not beat Nuts and Milk. Can't even say it. Pinball. Oh, we beat the shit out of Duck Hunt. Whenever people are mad at me for thinking Duck Hunt is better than Wii Sports, I stand by it. Duck Hunt rules. Hogan's Alley. I never really played Hogan's Alley or Donkey Kong 3. Devil World is like a curiosity that I barely know about. Now, there are some platforms where I'm not going to be able to just scroll through shit like this that I'll probably have to, like, I'll have to think of more creative ways to do this. Yeah, the arcade version of Pac-Man we have... Look, I didn't get a kill screen, but good enough. We saw all the cutscenes. Good enough. Never played much Xevious. Click-O-Land. I can't say I beat Excite Bike. Or Super Xevious. Karateka. There's that game. I played a lot of Balloon Fight. I don't know if I could say I beat Balloon Fight or Ice Climber. I played a lot of Dig Dug 2 on the NES. Dig Dug 2 rules. I don't know what... I think they made a database, but I don't know. And don't care about Wrecking Crew. Stack Up. Gyrobot. I never had a... God, now I'm blanking out his name. Rob. Never had a Rob. Karateka. Never had a Rob. I didn't even really know about Rob. I have, in fact, beaten Super Mario Brothers. Wait a second. Why did I make a list? There's a whole thing here that just says add as beaten. What the hell is the difference between beaten and completed? Where's my collection? All right, 1 second. Let's just go to my list and can we just add these to games I've beaten then? Real quick. Add to collection. Ugh. Was it played? Beaten. Oh god, okay. I get it now. Completed is 100%. Who gives a shit? Alright, let's fix these ones real quick. Add a collection. Played. Beaten. No, like, where is this? A collection. Pretty nice looking site. God, you think I would have gotten this figured out? Here we go. Played, beaten. Which one was this? Mario Brothers. Duck Hunt. Played, beaten. Yeah, maybe I should put some lo-fi beats in the background here. That's a good point. 1 second. Yep, 1 second. Let's see what's something I can put on a long playlist of lo-fi PS1 music. 100 songs. That seems long. That's Tomb Raider there. All right. That should do it. Well, like I said, some of these games it's like beaten, you know? Hey, Chocolate Plantain, thank you so much for 9 months. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Let me know if that background music is too loud. Played. Beaten. That's Duck Hunt. We're almost done with this annoying little thing. It just sounds like Metroid Prime. Dig Dug 2. Fuck Dig Dug 1. It's all about Dig Dug 2 for me. Alright. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that list of games I've beaten anymore. Although this... Let me make sure that's better now. What happened to all the games I just added? Oh my god, 1 second. Better refresh it. No, it still just says Super Mario Brothers. This is going great. We're going back to that list I made. Didn't that save anything? Let me see. Oh. It's probably a save. Oh. There's a final button that says add to collection that I never clicked is why. Mystery solved. Mystery solved. Look, it's my first time streaming. What's this? I can just click that. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is going better. Yeah, I got this figured out. Some of these just say continuous, whatever. Not what you want? I like it. Hey, RT Bick. See, that's why I never really use Letterbox, because I don't really play very many, or watch that many movies anymore. Okay. There we go. Why does it say unfinished? No, I beat it. There we go. Right. I write reviews for a living. I don't need to write reviews for funsies. Okay. Now let's get back to it. And we have to, I think we were like on page 4. We were on page 3. There we are. Alright, Super Mario Bros. Yeah, there it is. We're back. Castle Quest, I don't know what that is. Burger Time, I played Burger Time, never beat Burger Time, 1942. Not the original Bomberman. Or Romance of the Three Kingdoms. I played a lot of Gauntlet 1, which wasn't on here for some reason. Didn't beat it. I have beaten Legend of Zelda. How are you guys gonna feel about, There's a faster way of doing this, I'll have to remember. How do you guys feel about games I beat with save states, especially NES games? I kind of count it. I don't know if other people have strong opinions about that. Still counts, yeah. I have played Gradius. I played this on NSO not too long ago. It was fun. God, I played Spy vs. Spy as a kid. I don't even know how you would call beaten. We'll get... Yeah, I haven't actually played that version anyways. I mean, look, I'm not being super scummy with save states. Yeah, there we go. Metroid 1, I have beaten. Now, there's a game. Save states help a little bit. And also looking guides. Guides more than save states. I never played too many of the Adventure Island games. God, I had this Ghostbusters game that everybody hates. And it's, yeah, it was weird. Never really understood it. Castlevania, I've beaten that, of course. Never played too much Commando for as much as I, you know, like Capcom. Ghost and Goblins. I'm not being Ghosts and Goblins. Or Milton's Secret Castle. I never played Othello much, but I played a lot of Cool Spot or just Spot, the 7-Up game, which was basically Othello. I loved the Konami like box like format that they had on NES. I had a lot of Mappy Land, but I don't know if I'd say I beat it. Crack Out. Don't like Kid Icarus. Oh, I like Arkanoid. Have I beaten Arkanoid? No, I'm like, I've just played a lot of it. I played a lot of Gauntlet 1. I don't think I can say I beat it. I've beaten Zelda 2. I like it. That was a cool spot. We had Mickey Mouse Capade. It wasn't very good. And I don't know if I could say I ever beat it. People like the Goonies too. Never played much of it. Play a little bit of Rygar. It's fine. Not much Shadowgate or man, at this point, Simon's Quest is one of the few Castlevania games I haven't beaten. I probably should at some point, just for funsies. You know? Just to say I did. God, how are these, like, NES ports of Ultima games? I wonder. Yes, I have, in fact, beaten Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. And I loved Bubble Bobble as a kid. That was one of my favorites. Not Fox Xanadu. I had Top Gun. It's very difficult. Yes, I have, in fact, beaten Mega Man. But not Karnov. Don't tell Jeff. I beat Final Fantasy, but not the NES version, so we'll get to this. I played the Pixel Remaster and the Game Boy Advance version. Someday I want to play the NES version of Final Fantasy. I think that would be fun. Never beat Metal Gear on NES or the MX version. I played this bad Superman game as a kid. It was not good. I had this game. A lot of people had this game. Town and Country Surf Designs. It was a weird game. I don't know why we all had it, but we did. Is there a big difference for the Metal Gears? Yeah. For the Final Fantasies also, yeah. You play as a gorilla? I don't know. It was like Fester's Quest. Everybody just had that game for some reason. I remember, gosh, it's weird the things I remember. I remember being at, like, a party. My parents were invited to a party. I didn't know anybody there, but, like, me and my brothers and the other kids were just in a room where an NES was. And the game we were playing was this Three Stooges game. And it was fucking weird. And it's weird that I still remember that. A bunch of mini games, I think. Oh, right. Rainbow Islands. Bubble Bobble 2. Not as good as Bubble Bobble 1. I played a good amount of Rampage. I don't know if I could say I've ever beaten it. We've beaten Contra at one point. Probably the Konami code, but still counts. Still counts. Double Dragon 1. I know I beat Double Dragon 2 at one point. I don't know if I ever beat Didn't I just play through? I think I just played through Double Dragon 1. It was on NSO. Has there been a PS1 game you've actually only put in a Saturn? I think I played Mega Man 8 mostly on the Saturn, but I might be making that up. I'm sure there had to be some. We'll probably find out. Never beat Blaster Master. Even with save states, that game is so big. Like, you need a guide just to find out where you're supposed to go. And also, much to my shame, I've never beaten the original Maniac Mansion. I played through Day of the Tentacle and so many other LucasArts games a million times. Never beat the original Maniac Mansion. I need to rectify that someday. I know. Well, I made that list of games I want to beat someday. I forgot. Add to list. Games Mike wants to beat. And add to list. Maybe we shouldn't worry about that too much. That might slow things down here. Oh. I want to beat Life Force. Yeah, let's not worry about that games I want to beat thing. That's going to just slow things down. Hell yeah, Vegas Dream. Vegas Dream was awesome. That was the game the parents would buy because they think it's cool. Game ruled. I loved Vegas Dream. Maybe that's why I have a taste for gambling now. Vegas Stakes is better. I never played Vegas Stakes. We had Vegas Dream, and I thought it ruled. I've watched like so many videos on Maniac Mansion and all the alternate endings and everything. Where the hell's... Oh, okay. It's like, did we miss Mario 2? Alright, yeah, so you've beaten Mario 2, and we've beaten Mario 3. Weird how close they are. That doesn't count. We had this game. This game was weird. It was based on the arcade game. I can't say I've beaten Paperboy or Bionic Commando. I have beaten Ninja Gaiden. I used some save states, I'm not gonna lie, but that did happen. None of the sequels, but Ninja Gaiden 1, yes. Look, I played that Jeopardy game, I'm not gonna call that beaten. Skate or Die, I had Skate or Die. Definitely didn't have that one. Yeah, I'm sure the list order's a bit wrong, but like, you know, gotta go through it, gotta find a way to go through these games somehow. Oh god, this Double Dare game. Hey, Clash at Demon Head. This is that game referenced in Scott Pilgrim. I was never a huge Tecmo Bowl guy. Thank you. We're still on 87. Hey, look, is that infamous Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde game? I wonder if somehow we're going to work that into Blade Club one way or another. Somehow. I don't know. It's not Adventures of Lolo guy. Not the original TMNT, no. Pretty much all the other like TMNT games after that, yes. I even tried playing a good amount of it on that recent collection. So, Adventures of Bayou Billy. So apparently, yeah, Mad City, the original Japanese version game, is a lot easier, and that's the one you should play. Part of me kind of wants to play Adventure of Bayou Billy someday. Mega Man 2, of course. Timer. I never played the NES Shredder, which is pretty bespoke and different. Played a bit of Cobra Triangle and then beat that. It was fun. Never played too much Bad Dudes. The only thing I remember about Bad Dudes is that when you beat the game and you save Ronald Reagan, he wants to get a burger with you. This Willow game's supposed to be a bit of a hidden gem. Basically like if Capcom made a Zelda game. Oh, we had this Who Framed Roger Rabbit game. Also very weird. I believe that was on an Angry Video Game Nerd episode at one point. DuckTales is an all-timer, of course. They do that multiple times. Love it. There's a Casino. Was Casino Kid the other one that was brought up? Here is Fester's Quest. Never beat it, but again, everybody owned Fester's Quest for some reason. Yeah, like NES Strider is almost like a Metroidvania. Here, this was my baseball game. Screw it, I'm adding it. Forget your RBI base for anything else. Bad News Baseball. It ruled. Loved Bad News Baseball. Hey, look, it's RoboCop. Here, okay, Astronix, no, but Double Dragon 2, yes. Gosh, here's one I'm ashamed I haven't beaten. This one I really want to play through and finally beat someday is the Batman game that rules. I don't think gosh, Jeff is so good at Marble Madness. I don't think I've beaten Marble Madness. I played it a bunch, but I don't think I ever quite beat it. I'll have to do that someday. Someday soon, hopefully. Baby Boomer, that's funny. Okay, Boomer. Bill and Ted. I thought it was Dragon Wars. The game looks sweet, but I bet it sucks. Oh, got all these Advanced Dungeons and Dragons games. That was the whole thing. There's a different Bugs Bunny game I've beaten, but not this one. I love how Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle port of Roger Rabbit. They gave that Crazy Castle license to anybody. Oh yeah, this list is in release date order. Never really played Boy and His Blob that much. Gosh, I was playing through River City Ransom not too long ago, but didn't quite finish it. Shame on me. Oh, Duck Maze. No, didn't play the Die Hard game. Birthday Blowout's the one. G and I loved Birthday Blowout. That was the first time I think that, did I beat Super C? I don't think I beat Super C. That was the first time that Angry Video Game Nerd video for a game. Like, what? You leave that game alone. I like that game. I probably thought that this was legitimately cool when I was a kid. Kid cool. Well, he has cool in the name. How can it not be cool? I don't want to lie to you. Snoopy. Snake's Revenge. Man, I was playing a bit of Crystals not too long ago. That game is very good. Probably the best Zelda clone on the NES. There's Spot. Yeah, game rules. Wow, there's a lot of Starfighter game. We had this game. gosh, this was a game we owned. I don't think I ever beat it. It was very hard. This was like I didn't know at the time, but this was the first anime I ever saw. Was this, because we had the VHS also. Is this weird Puss in Boots around the world in 80 days kind of thing. And gosh, we used to watch it a lot. And yeah, there's this video game based off of it. Hey, Adventures in Magic Kingdom. Capcom joint. And of course, Chip 'n Dale's a Rescue Ranger. It's very, very good stuff there. Some of these I beat as a kid. A lot of these I beat later on as an adult when I went back to them. I beat very few games as like, especially a young kid. I mean, the NES era was me from like a baby till I was like 7, right? I wasn't beating a lot of games then. Played a bit of Snake and Rattle and Roll. That isometric view is hard to get used to. Don't know what you would call beating Dr. Mario. I had that Dick Tracy game. It was also strange. I already said I beat Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. We'll leave it at that. I wish I beat Journey to Silius. That game rules. The music's very good, but it's also very difficult. Played a little bit of Shadow the Ninja on NSO. I was enjoying it, but not enough to finish it. We had Little Nemo the Dream Master. Another good Capcom joint. Never beat it. I wish I did. Might be someday I gotta go back and finish that one. Did beat Bugs Bunny's Birthday Blowout, though. And Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. Both good games. One of them's slightly better than the other. I'm not gonna lie. I'll leave it up to you to figure out which. Hey, look, it's my favorite video game ever. Mega Man 3. So there you go. We'll add that to the beaten list. Low G Man. So we're at 1990. There's a lot. Oh, Yo Noid. I loved Yo Noid. I don't think I ever quite beat it. I should someday. I liked that game a lot. Silver Surfer. That was my favorite AVGN episode for a long time there. Muppet Adventure Chaos of the Carnival. That sounds fun. Best Looney Tunes game? There's that PlayStation 1 Looney Tunes game. Sheep Raider. That's like a hidden gem that I need to play more of at some point. Well, there was a NES port of King's Quest V. That's crazy. King's Quest V, that game had sound. I'm sure it does on the NES. Okay, it's interesting. Oh, I think we traded a lot of them, but I also bought a lot of them back when they were still relatively cheap. Some of them are original. I still have some of these. But there's like moves and things like that. Star Tropics. Finish that one. Here we go. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. This was one of my favorites as a kid. Love it. Then I don't think I beat it until the collection recently. I'd probably be in the day with Gabe Genie. Narc. This is what you guys are going to do when you tell Blue Sky and Twitter that I used save states in some of these. Oh, I never beat Gremlins 2, the new batch, but it's a good game. It's a good game. Look how many Sesame Street games are. Here's another game that everybody had for some reason, Captain Skyhawk. Star Tropics rules. The difficulty curve at the end is a little silly, but it's a good game. That Turtles collection rules. I kind of like want to keep playing it. I loved it. There's a Dirty Harry game. There's so many licensed games on this system. I forget about a lot of them. Oops. I don't think I ever beat Double Dragon 3. Double Dragon 3, say what you will, that box art rules. I think that looks shit hot. It is cool looking stuff. Rad Racket. Ghoul School. Wasn't that a Scooby-Doo special? Scooby-Doo in the Ghoul School? The dip your water and dip your uncle's letter in water thing was neat. More Adventure Island stuff I never played. Meadow Storm is supposed to be like one of the big hidden gems on NES that I never played but went to. A Mutant. So I want to play that. Power Blade, kind of, maybe not as much, but similar. Similar-ish. God, God, I don't know why I haven't beaten the Rocketeer game. I should have. I played it. It's not bad. No, I have not beaten Battletoads. I'm not going to pretend I had. That game is stupid hard. Nope, not Ninja Gaiden 3. This is like another one. Konami made a Lone Ranger game in 1991 that actually like looks really cool, but like people don't ever talk about it. Okay, suddenly there's not a lot of box art. Megalomania. Alfredo and the Fettuccinis. What? I want that. Hey, it's Cheetah Men. Oh, are these a bunch of games from like Action 51 or something? Is that why it was like that? Or Action 52? Maybe that's why it was like that. Oh, Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School rules. I think it's why I never understood that people didn't like Scrappy-Doo, because I mostly just knew him from that. I was like, what do you mean we don't like Scrappy-Doo? What's wrong with Scrappy-Doo? I didn't mind Scrappy-Doo. Oh, this game's pretty good. Never beaten it. Died 2 Adventures. God, I was playing that not too long ago, and I actually got stuck at a boss. It rules. It's one of the better 2D platformers on the system. Hey, it's all the Bart games. Here we go. All the Mega Mans are a gimme. There's a bunch of backlog databases on this one. Tailspin is not as good as the other Capcom Disney Afternoon games. It's fine. It's just kind of a whatever shmup. TMNT 3, the Manhattan Project, is one of the best games on the system. It rules. Yoshi's okay. Batman Return of the Joker is one of the best looking games on the system. Batman's sprite in that looks awesome, but I have not finished it. It's weird as a port of Smash TV for the NES. But there it is. The Tiny 2 games I liked the most was Buster Bust Loose on the SNES, which I have finished. Joe and Mac was an SNES joint for me. Chessmaster, this guy, they had this thing on everything, and there was something about this ancient wizard playing chess that I thought seemed very important as a kid. I was like, oh, okay, this is what... There's Bart versus the Space Mutants. This Bucky O'Hare game is supposed to be good. Another Konami joint. Gimmick. Gimmick 2 came out or is coming out. Gimmick was like another one that was a hidden gem and hard to get, but they like re-released it and made a sequel. So that's nice. Good of them to do that. Here's one that is weird I never played, because I love Star Trek and I like point-and-click adventure games. And there's 2 based on the original Star Trek, this 25th anniversary game, and there's another one, I forget what it's called. Never played them. Gotta do that at some point. Krusty's Funhouse. This was on everything. This is the Lemmings clone. We rented that a couple times. Darkwing Duck is great. Basically, it's Mega Man. But your Darkwing Duck. It's a Little Samson. This is like the super rare one, right? This is the one all the collectors want. Because it's a good game and it's hard to find. So Power Punch 2 is incredible. Because they want you to think it's like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out 2 in space. There's no Power Punch 1. It's such a funny like marketing gimmick, and it's not good. But that was Capcom's Gold Medal Challenge, 92. I played Gargoyle's Quest. I beat 2. I beat the first one, but not the sequel. Contra Force is not really a Contra game, so it's very bizarre. There's Lemmings. Never beat the original. I played this Yoshi's Cookie game. Never beat it. Oh, there's a second one of these? Huh. I guess I knew that, but I forgot. Oh, God, these kind of games. Just point and click and color shit. Bartman meets Radioactive Man must have been better, right? Like, these games must be getting better. Mega Man 5 rules. I think it's one of, like, the most underrated Mega Man game. Love it. Hook is good, but I prefer the Super Nintendo or Sega CD versions. That's what you want. So how many different versions of... Right. So Rainbow Islands is Bubble Bobble 2, but then there's also a Rainbow Island 2, Parasol Stars. So this is like a Dark Forces situation. So it's Parasol Stars, Rainbow Islands 2, Bubble Bobble 3. Got it. I understand. Or Ultima ports. Then actual Bubble Bobble 2. Kirby's Adventure is a classic. DuckTales 2 is also very good. I was able to play it legitimately without spending $1 zillion thanks to that Disney Afternoon collection, which I still want on Switch someday. Jetsons Cogswell Caper. Dan was playing this not too long ago. I'm thinking about maybe speedrunning it. Didn't look bad. I have not beaten it, though. There's Cool World. Remember Cool World? No, you don't. I have Mario's Missing on SNES. Battletoads Double Dragon is cool. I played it more on Super Nintendo, even though it's NES version rules. I don't think I ever beat it, but it's better than Battletoads. Mighty Final Fight always looks neat. I have beaten Box Adventure. I like Bonk. There's a few of the TurboGrafx games I'll be able to add to the list, too. Bonk rules. There's a Star Trek Next Generation game on NES. What the hell does that look like? Mega Man 6. Oh, there's all the Mega Mans. And Rescue Rangers 2. There we go. Asterix. We don't got that. So at some point here, these things are going to be going on forever. I can't imagine there's too many other late NES games I've beaten, but let's look. I have not beaten Star Tropics 2, actually. I need to do that at some point. This one of those games pretty rare. Very late. This also is an NES Latin game a lot of people don't know about. That's interesting. There's a Beauty and the Beast NES game. Like that gets real interesting here. There is 1995, The Lion King for NES. Like, that's crazy. Kind of love it. Okay, now we're getting like fan shit with Tekken 2, Jungle Book 2. Yeah, I don't think we should be including this fan shit. Okay, we're probably good there. So that's so how many games do we have on the list just from NES? I wish I would say how many. 1, 2, 3, 6. 6 times 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. More than I thought. What's 6 times 7? I'm not doing that. Hey, Pickle Giraffe, how's it going? 42. So far, it's 42 games. Okay. Not bad. Let's get to the Sega Genesis. There's not that many Genesis games. We can probably just do this for this also. Right? Some old games on here because they reported there later. I get that reference. I know about 42 being the meaning of life, or it's the answer to the ultimate question. Then they have to find out what the actual question is. I get it. Yeah, I beat Alter Beast. It's not a very long game. I like saying the word Truxton. It's fun to say Truxton. Yeah, I think we actually got our SNES even before the Genesis, because I think like everyone else, I'm trying to remember. We didn't really care about the Genesis until Sonic really took off. We got them both pretty close together. It's also like right before we moved out of my first house. Like I have some memories of playing the Super Nintendo in my old house. I'm not sure if we did that with the Genesis, but we might have. I want to play Phantasy Star 2 at some point here. This Strider port's great, but I never finished it. Hey, it's Populous. Thunder Force 2, not only Thunder Force I've beaten is 4, which will be here eventually. No use 3. Zero Wing, I played through this on NSO. It was very fun. This is somebody set up us the bomb game. Oh, really, Firehair? That's neat. I was on her stream earlier. Yeah, I need to do. I hope the Phantasy Star games get HG2D, at least 2 and 4. That'd be neat. This Rambo 3 game's not bad. Never finished it, but it's not bad. Hey, look! I think this is the first Legend of Hero game. So there's a lineage from this to, like, Trails in the Sky and whatnot. But I miss Shinobi, Revenge. So I never beat Revenge of Shinobi. The other Shinobi games on here I will. I like Revenge of Shinobi fine, but I prefer the sequels. Herzog Zwei is a game everybody talks about and not played much of, but it's basically an early RTS game. I have finished the first Golden Axe at some point in my life. Is it the first? I thought Dune 2 everyone calls the first one. I'm not sure, though. It's one of those. It is funny, because, like, this library is so weird until 91 when you get Sonic, and it becomes much more mainstream. Herzog Zwei predates Dune 2. That's awesome. Two crude dudes. That is the most 1990s thing ever. It's literally in 1990. Columns is such a vibe. The game itself was whatever, but the vibe rules. Yeah, you know, I never even tried Classic Overwatch. You're right, I probably should try it at some point. Phase Star 3 people don't like as much, but I still kind of want to try it someday. Thunder Force 3. I want to play Thunder Force 3, but it's not on NSO or like Switch in any way. So I've kind of been waiting. The Moonwalker game was fun. Never finished it. Gosh, Romance of Three Kingdoms on Genesis, can you imagine? Hey, Castle of Illusion, Mickey Mouse. How is it only a 55? I don't know. Who's reviewing this shit? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to review this stuff. Here's the good Shinobi game. Shadow Dancer rules. I like it much more than Revenge of the Shinobi. Not on an NSO yet. Want it desperately. It's basically Shinobi, but you have a dog. It's awesome. Oh, good stuff. Hey, Decap Attack. What a weird game that is. Musha! Besides with Thunder Force 4, probably the best shmup on the Genesis. Musha is very good. I didn't realize it was 1990. That game looks very good for an early Genesis game. Yeah. So yeah, Shadow Dancer is in the Sega Genesis collection at least, and that's where I played it a lot. Yeah, so yeah, Shadow Dancer is a Genesis favorite of mine. What the hell is Phantasy Star 2 Text Adventures? That sounds amazing. What? They made text-based version of Phantasy Star 2? That's incredible. I played a bit of Alien Storm. I didn't beat it, but it was fun enough. I never played much of the Turrican games. Star Control 2 is one I played, but I didn't finish it. James Pond. But didn't James Pond make it in our Mount Rushmore video game fish? I forget. I think I may have pushed for it. Elemental Master. This is another one I want to play more of. It's a shmup, but you're just like basically Doctor Strange flying around and shooting people with hand beams, and it looks cool. Oh, interesting, Firehair. Weird. I wonder what those are like. Wonder if people liked them. This Dick Tracy game for Genesis is actually supposed to be pretty good. Need to play it sometime. Toe Jam and Earl 1. Don't think I ever beat Toe Jam and Earl 1. We'll say no, just to play it safe. Crossfire, you'll get caught up in the crossfire, crossfire. Hey, Sonic the Hedgehog, sure have played that one a lot. Yeah, we're good on that one. Streets of... I don't know if I ever beat Streets of Rage 1 for as many times I've beaten Streets of Rage 2. Quackshot, I knew Quackshot would be here soon. Don't think I've beaten Golden Axe 2. Quackshot, though, yes. Road Rash. I want to play Road Rash again. It's been a while. More Yeez. These nuts. Rolling Thunder games are fun. God, I forgot there's a Genesis version of Bart vs. the World. And Double Dragon 2. I think the Double Dragon ports on Genesis aren't very good. This Fantasia game, also not very good. It was recalled, even. Yeah, let me find out what song this is. No Tom of Wind. Isn't this that game where you're just in a hot air balloon? That is a game, right? I'm not making that up. I think it's that one. Hey, California games. This Tailspin game's weird. That was Sonic Eraser. Gods. What's all these God-themed games in a row here? We rented Back to the Future Part 3. It was terrible. It was very disappointing. No Anna. Anna was the first character added. Power. There's a lot of caveman-themed games back then. Abe's Pond 2. He's already back. War vs. the Space Mutants is on Genesis? That's wild. We might have had a Menacer. I can't even remember. We definitely had a Super Scope. Let's See a Dragoon is a cool game. I haven't finished it, but it's really neat. Alien 3 is another one that people like a lot, but I haven't played too much of it myself. I played Batman Returns on the Super Nintendo. That's the beat-em-up one, right? Legend of Heroes 2. Not much for the Shining Force games. I tried playing Shining Force 2 because everybody talks about how great it is, and I don't know. I couldn't super get into it. There's Krusty's Funhouse again. Kid Chameleon has like a zillion levels. You said you beat it, you lied. Little Mermaid game's weird. Shockan, the Forever Man. Like that subtitle, the Forever Man. Sounds mysterious. I want to be the Forever Man. And ladies and gentlemen, here's Mike Minotti, the Forever Man. Green Dog! People love to joke about Green Dog. I remember as a kid thinking Green Dog looked really cool, and I always wanted it, but I never got it. I guess maybe I was spared. But I thought there was something cool about Green Dog. I liked his vibe. I remember Green Dog on like a rental, not a rental, like a demo kiosk at a Sears or something like that. Gadget Twins. I got Gadget Twins. I think I got it for an Easter one time. I liked Gadget Twins. I don't think I ever beat it, but I thought Gadget Twins was neat. No, I don't know how many other people remember Gadget Twins. It's kind of a shmup. It's like a cutesy shmup. A cute 'em up. That's not right. Hey, look, the first Puyo Puyo. Hey, it's Landstalker. I have, in fact, finished Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Man, I missed the Crash Dummies. I thought that was a fun brand. The Crash Dummies. Sunset Riders is good stuff. Have never beat it. World of Illusion. Hell yeah. Yeah, Streets of Rage 2. Maybe the best game on the system. Hyperstone Heist. Not as good as Throws of Time, but still good. Echo the Dolphin. Oh, awful. Come on. Never actually, much to my shame, I got pretty close. Echo Dolphin is a surprisingly long game. It's pretty difficult. I've not actually beaten Echo the Dolphin. Someday. I love Echo. It's got its flaws, but the vibe is incredible. Rilla to the rescue. Joshua in the Battle of Jericho. Oh my god. Break the walls down! Nigel Mansell's World Championship. God, like, it's incredible that these games were real, and there's so many of them. This is why we had Lee Carvello's putting challenge. Look at this box art for Hardball 3. It's gorgeous. Very nice. Al Michaels announces Hardball 3. Yeah, I think it was NASCAR up there. Yeah, we got the early Maddens. The third Rolling Thunder? The Genesis boxes are getting worse. I never liked this look as much as the classic. That red sidebar thing was kind of ugly. Oh, really? Firehead. Soldier's Fortune. Buster's Hidden Treasures is also very good. I never played a ton of it, just by circumstance. Another Flintstones game. Shredder Returns is bad. Don't be fooled. Splatterhouse. Did I miss Splatterhouse 2? I didn't beat Splatterhouse 2. But how do we get to Splatterhouse 3 before Splatterhouse 2? I must have missed it. Cool Spot. Hell yeah. Cool Spot rules. It's Bubsy, everybody. I have to play that Flintstones game. Okay, I believe you. Trust me. Don't have to twist my arm. I did not play Cyborg Justice. Let's speed some another weird collection of all these undocumented games here. Yep, it's just Action 52 again. Yeah, here's Alfredo. I forgot Action 52 is also on the Genesis. Oh my god, that weird Robin Williams movie Toys had a Genesis game. Okay. NBA Jam. I don't know what I would consider beating NBA Jam. I don't think I did. Here we go. Shinobi 3 is incredible. Another top game for the system. Rocket Knight Adventures, baby. Arrow the Acrobat was not bad. God, I think we rented that game a bunch when I was a kid, but Rocket Knight is an all-timer for the platform. Jurassic Park for Genesis was cool, but very difficult. Gunstar Heroes, another all-timer for the console. Geez, 93 is a good year. Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 1. Did I beat Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat 1 at some point? I wonder if I cheated or just manipulated it. Whoops. I'm trying to think. What do I consider beating Mortal Kombat 1? Hey, Green Thumbs. We'll say we beat it. McDonald's Treasureland Adventure is actually pretty great. It's made by Treasure. It's not a super long game, not a very difficult game, but it's a fun game. There's Shining Force 2. Another Asterix game. So we beat Mortal Kombat 2. Disney's Aladdin, of course. Sonic Spinball. Somebody just did a video about Sonic Spinball I was watching. Sonic Spinball has a lot of flaws, but it also has a very strange aesthetic. It's very, like, gritty and dark and gross, and I kind of like that a lot about it. It's very, like, aggressive. My big issue with the game is that its frame rate sucks. Here's Phantasy Star 4, the best one. More columns. There's multiple Beauty and the Beast games. Liberty or Death. This is one of those Toei joints. Toei. Yeah, there's the good ToeJam and Earl. Funk Panic on Funkatron, baby. That was Daffy Duck in Hollywood. Don't remember that one. Here's the other Beauty and the Beast game. One where he plays Belle, where he plays Beast. Anime Jam TE. Again, I played this more than the original, but don't know if I could say I beat it. There's another Star Trek Next Generation game. Jam it. Sonic 3. Sure have been that one. That was Mickey's Ultimate Challenge. Castlevania Bloodlines. Yep. God, I played Street Fighter 3 was actually one I played the most as a kid. But I didn't beat it back then. I don't think I ever went back and actually beat it, so. Alas. Pac-Man 2 rules. I like Pac-Man 2. I love that they made so many Pac-Man spin-offs after Pac-Man 1, right? So many games that they could have called Pac-Man 2. And the one that they call Pac-Man 2 is this weird game where you kind of manipulate Pac-Man and solve puzzles by hitting him with a slingshot in the world around him. It's a very strange game. I love it. Dick Vitale's awesome baby college hoops. Incredible. I had the SNES version of Animaniacs. I actually liked it a lot. Never played that much of the Great Circus Mysteries. It's basically that's sequel to Magical Quest. Crusader Century is pretty good. I haven't beat it. No, I haven't. Fire Hair. Drew Scanlon's Pac-Man 2 voice. That sounds incredible. Oh, right. This weird Double Dragon 5. Is this the fighting game one? That was Double Dragon 4. Pulseman's not bad. That's actually freaking Creatures Inc. Whatever, yeah. We had this Taz game. Dynamite Heady. Love me some Dynamite Heady. And Contra Hardcore. I'm on Team Contra Hardcore. I'll take Contra Hardcore over Contra 3. Echo Tide Time also rules. I have not beaten it. Apparently everybody thinks Balls is terrible. I remember as a kid thinking Balls 3D was the coolest looking thing ever. But oh well. Sparkster. Rocket Knight 2. Not as good. It's actually probably the worst of the original 3 Rocket Knight games, but I'll take it. Take it. Virtual Bart. I rented Virtual Bart a lot. It's not good, but we made do. I beat Earthworm Jim 1. I loved Earthworm Jim as a kid. I thought Earthworm Jim was the coolest thing. So we'll just say we beat Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic 3 instead of counting them as separate games. Okay, so yeah, I will just say we beat the Wily Wars as we beat the campaign after it. There's Shekfu. Mickey Mania, I beat that, but I think it's a Sega CD game, so we'll wait till we get to the Sega CD section. God, this Pitfall game, they advertised the shit out of it. It's on everything. Didn't beat Lion King. Look, I had Booger Man. Never finished Booger Man, but I was very excited about Booger Man. Yep, we'll be doing Dark Souls 3 in about a few weeks here. A couple weeks, actually. Just a couple weeks. It's been a while since I've seen Demolition Man. People like this Mega Turrican game, I think. Should play it sometime. Body count in the house. What the fuck is this game called Squirrel King? But it's obviously Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. What bootleg shit is this? This Bonkers game always looks okay when I see footage of it, but I never played it. It kind of looks like the Animaniacs game on Super Nintendo. Skitchin! Skitchin is just Road Rage. Road Rash, excuse me. So Skitchin, which is what they call when you are on roller skates and you grab the back of a car. A dinosaur! We're back! We're back at Dinosaur Tale! I don't know why that name always makes me laugh, but it does. It's true. No, it's Super Nintendo True's last game is supposed to be good. Finally, they gave Bomberman some attitude. But their theme park came out on the Genesis? Really? What the hell was that like? Zoop. I had Zoop. Rise Star. No, I don't think I beat Rise Star. I played a lot of it. Alien Soldier, I'm terrible at. Like, I want to get into it because it's another great treasure game. I don't get. There's something I don't get. Something I'm missing about Alien Soldier. Like, that I'm not rocking because I just die so quickly in that game. Fuse always looks interesting. X-Men 2 Clone Wars, I remember having it and our cartridge broke at some point. Road Rash. Comic Zone's a good game. Never quite beat it. The thing about Comic Zone is that it's really it's kind of an adventure game in that you're actually kind of solving puzzles with your inventory. Adventures of Batman and Robin. These games are well regarded now. I remember renting, there was one of them I rented. And I remember being pissed that I couldn't actually play as Robin. Because one of them you just can't. The other one does have 2-player support. It might be this one. Because it's like basically a run and gun game. Because I liked Robin as a kid. I got this game for my birthday. Man, I still remember. What birthday was it? 95, so I think I turned 9. And I wanted Oreo Monsters for the Sega Genesis for my birthday. And my parents took us to the Pizza Hut. It was the old school Pizza Hut with those red glasses and all the, chandeliers and all the checkerboard placemats and everything. And I remember opening up, being so excited. Probably played it a couple times. It was terrible. But the important thing is that we had a good time at Pizza Hut. Scooby-Doo Mystery. Foreman for Rio. That's a funny name. There's Balls. The director's cut. Finally. I'm tired of them holding back that Balls content. I want to see the original pure vision of Balls. Never beat Vector Man. That game's actually very difficult. Worms was on Genesis? Weird. This Garfield game is not bad. This Garfield game actually has some very good animation. Actually looks pretty good. Here's our from Gym 2. Played through it at least one time. Toy Story is pretty difficult. Never finished it. That'd be fun to do sometime. Separation Man, where was did I miss X-Men Carnage? I don't think I beat it. Mally Mallard and Cool Shadow is one of AJ's favorites. I played it, but never finished it. It's just interesting. And Emperor's the football game based off the movie. Oh yeah. What the hell is Lion King 2? We're getting into some bootlegs again. But it's just 95. There still should be plenty of Genesis games. Gotta try that Pinocchio game sometime. Marsupilami. I forgot about Marsupilami. That's kind of a weird show. Barkley, Shut Up and Jam 2. Not Shut Up and Jam Gaiden. I want to play this Deep Space Nine game. I don't care if it's bad. I just want to play it. I like Deep Space Nine. Experts. That was a game with a lot of pre-rendered graphics. I like Sonic 3D Blast. I don't care what people say. Sonic 3D Blast is good, actually. Vector Man 2, also very difficult. Soul Edge. This game has some very interesting graphics, but few people played it. Lost World, because it's very late Genesis release. Okay, I think we are past. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break, then we'll go for the SNES games. I'll just keep this on so you guys can listen to the music. We'll be right back. All right, we're going. I Gorilla Glued the knob back on my bidet, by the way. Also got a little bit of it on my hand because I wasn't wearing gloves like an idiot, so I spent like half an hour getting Gorilla Glue off my fingers. Alright. Let's do Super Nintendo. Kind of scroll a bit here until we get to actual Super Nintendo. Okay, so yeah, I see. I feel like there should be a good amount on this system I've beaten. I've gone back to so many SNES games. I don't think I can ever say I've beaten F-Zero, actually. Super Mario World I've beaten a zillion times. Never played much ActRaiser. Should do that. I have beaten Final Fight on, I think DS. Well, I probably would call that more the arcade version. Let's do this. In fact, I have Final Fight's one of the games on this Mega Man Ever arcade thing, so I can play it on there now. So that's nice. Highway 64 is the one I played a lot of. Civilization 1 is on SNES? Really? There are a lot of sports games in this early lineup here. I don't know if I could say I ever beat the original Street Fighter 2. Hey, Lance, there's that old man. This sounds like a Final Fantasy song. I think it's just the Final Fantasy. Oh, Symphony of the Night? Okay. I knew it sounded familiar. Super Castlevania 4? Sure, I played that. Other World Never Beat. Wish I did. Link to the Past, of course. I beat the Game Boy Advance version of Final Fantasy 4, so we'll wait. I never beat Knights of the Round. Joe and Mac. I loved Joe and Mac. Joe and Mac was one of my favorite games as a kid. I played the hell out of Joe and Mac. It was great because there was 2 players, so I could play with my brothers. It was fun. No, we have not beat Spanky's Quest. This SNES Rocketeer game is not good. The NES one's much better. There's that chess guy again. I love this old asshole. There's gods again. Ooh, I was just thinking about, ant colonies the other day. Maybe I should play Sim Ant. There's James Pond. Old friend George Foreman. Something nice sure has a good soundtrack, huh? Go through the Alien Wars. Rival terrible box art for Rival Turf. Top Gear's a good game. I can't say I beat it, but this game has an incredible SNES soundtrack. Final Fight Guy. This was the version of Final Fight you can get at Blockbuster. They replaced Cody with Guy because neither version had all 3 characters selectable. Krusty's Funhouse again. Oh yeah. Well, man, must be a small sample size for these things. Who thinks Turtles in Time is bad? It's insane. One of the best games on the system. Yep, Mario Kart. Mythic Quest was one I'm never sure if I should bother going back to or not. Because it was designed to be your baby's first JRPG. it has a very good soundtrack at least, but it's a very simple game. And Mario RPG is a much better version of kind of like your first JRPG. This was the one I owned. It was Bart's Nightmare. And it's not a great game, but there was something about it that was interesting. It was very difficult. I never beat it. I guess I don't think I did. Let's say we didn't. I played a lot of it, though. Played a lot of Bart's Nightmare. Super Star Wars, nope. Would like to say I beat those games someday, but they're very difficult. Yeah, I think I had the Beavis and Butthead game also. But there's like... The SNES and the Genesis ones were different, but similar. At least one of them involved them trying to like find the pieces of their tickets to a Metallica concert or something like that. Hey, flashback. Another Brawl Bros is another lame beat 'em up. Here we go. Buster Bust Loose rules. One of the best licensed games of the era. Super fun. About who kissed Snow White? The prince did. Prince Charming, unwitting. Well, yeah, Prince Charming kisses Snow White at the end of the movie. And she's laying in her glass coffin, and they think she's dead. Evo, search for Eden. I did beat this game. This game's wild. Evo is a weird game. It's very cool. Very ahead of its time. You start off as like a fish in like, you know, the early ages of complex life, and you evolve until you can eventually become like a land mammal, then a dinosaur, and maybe even like a bird or a human by the end. I haven't gotten Illusion Gaia yet, but I never played Illusion Gaia. There's somebody who, it was whoever Pando-ish rated earlier today when I was watching her stream, was wearing an Illusion of Gaia shirt. I'm like, man, that game has a great logo. So I haven't beaten any of those quintet action RPGs. I'll have to do that sometime. It's basically a proto-Spore and for Perez Evo, yeah. I love Rocky Pocky. I didn't beat it, but I loved it. I need to play that newer version of it that came out still. Gotta get to that at some point. Grant, Ed P, thank you so much for following. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Oh, what happened, Firehair? What happened? What happened, Firehair? Pinned. Oh no, it wasn't the dwarves. Nope, it was definitely the handsome prince. Yeah, Rocky and Pocky rules. There's Cool World again. Got multiple Addams Family games. Harley's Humongous Adventure. Okay. Sure, why not? This might be the largest library we've done so far. Does Prince Charming have a shoot name? I think it is Prince Charming. I think that became the shoot name, because I think he doesn't have a name, but at one point Snow White says that he's charming, so he just kind of became Prince Charming. I think it might just be the prince. Wolf Child. What the hell is that? Star Fox. Yep. Beat Star Fox. I had this Batman Returns game. I don't think I ever finished it, but this game was neat. It was a beat 'em up. It was cool. This game is on NSO, Poppin' Twinbee. It's neat. It's a shoot 'em up. I had this Tom and Jerry game. You can play as Jerry, or Jerry's like cousin in a diaper, the gray mouse. It was weird. I mean, it wasn't weird, honestly. It was a very normie SNES game, but it was also weird. I always associate Cool Spot with Genesis more. Yeah, I remember that 16-bit. Yeah, you can make the two enemies like beat each other up with the heads in Batman Returns. Never played Breath of Fire 1 or 2. The only Breath of Fire game I played and beat was 4. I don't know if the other ones are. I know people like 3 a lot. I kind of hear mixed things about 1 too. Shadowrun never played. Final Fight 2, though, is good. Also, 3 is my favorite. We'll get to that one. Super Turrican I haven't played. I did. Yeah, I think we cheated. We basically looked the answers up, but I think we beat Mario was missing. Yep. Yeah, so there that is. Not proud of it, but there it is. Breath of Fire 3 is great. Yeah, I think people like 3 a lot. Yeah, you can beat Mario's Missing. You gotta go to all the areas and answer all their trivia questions about time. I played a lot of Mario's Missing. I did not play that much Mario's Time Machine. Luffy I want to play someday. This is a Goof Troop game. Is one I keep talking about making Jeff play with me. It's a Capcom joint. It's basically like a co-op Zelda game. It looks very fun and people like it a lot. Yeah, we'll just say that we beat Mario All-Stars. Hey, Bob Isme, is there, do I have the alert box turned off, or is that one not hearing? My bad, everybody. Did I miss anything else? Vicarious, thank you for following. I did miss a couple of these. I'm sorry about that. Platypus, did I thank you for 20 months? I think I did. Thank you so much, Platypus. And thank you, Bob Isme, for 3 months. Appreciate it. Sorry, alerts were turned off on this scene, and I just now noticed, so my bad if I missed you. You can bug me if I did, but I think I got you all now. Thank you, everybody. Alright. Rocky Road and I don't know why I've always struggled getting into Secret of Mana. It seems like something I would just absolutely love, and I've always struggled to get into it. Someday I'll have to try it again. That box art sure is gorgeous though, huh? Block. It's fun just to say block. So, Zombies Ate My Neighbors was one I was very opposed to as a kid, and then later everyone's like, no, that game's great. I'm like, shit. I blew it. Block. This Jurassic Park game always looks interesting. I gotta get that Jurassic Park collection sometime. Pack Attack is a puzzle game, actually. Here's where back a dinosaur story again. Hell yeah. God, I had this for instance beginner rented it. It was weird. It's okay. It looks that worse version of Aladdin. There's Illusion of Gaia. Much to my shame, haven't played it. Never beat Battletoads Double Dragons. There's Mario's Time Machine. Nope. I never, yeah, it's true. I think I think even back then I didn't like zombies very much. And playing this, the only Saga game I played was Saga Frontier 1. Hey, Mega Man X. One of the best games on the platform. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to do this differently when I get to like more modern times, when like, because of like, you know, I can't just look through Switch games like this. I have to actually go on my Switch and look at shit or think about it. I think you can sync your accounts from like modern platforms, so that should help. Although when I tried to do it earlier, it wasn't working. There's Barkley, Shut Up and Jam. Oh, there was an Itchy and Scratchy game. That game was hard. I remember renting it and just not really knowing what I was supposed to do. Star Fox Super Weekend. Then TNG game again. Generic Snow White. Look, let's see if we can get any clues about who kisses Snow White here. Nah, it's not helping. Another Jetsons game. Lester the Unlikely, that's an AVGN episode. Jam it. Mega Man Soccer. I always pretend/want to like Mega Man Soccer more than it deserves. I don't think I could ever say I've beaten it. I'm glad Mega Man Soccer exists. Joe Mac 2, I never played as much as 1, even though I had a poster of it hanging up in my room most of my childhood because it was in a magazine. It was non-linear compared to the original. I want to go back and play more of it sometime. Never liked Wario's Woods. This game. This was the game Jeff was playing one time. It looks fun, and the overall it's like a board game. Are you glad Metroid Soccer exists too? No, but I'm glad Super Metroid exists. Maybe the best game ever. Oh, here's this Rocko's Modern Life game. It's a game I played a lot just because I liked Rocko's Modern Life. It wasn't very good. Like, it was basically an escort mission for Spunky, his dog. It was kind of obnoxious. Hey, here's Pac-Man, The New Adventures. Oops, that's the wrong thing. What's going on here? Why is this one broken? What to do it the hard way? Did I already add it or something? Is that why? Right, because I did the Genesis version. Bebe's Kids! Remember Bebe's Kids? I remember seeing a clip of it and being confused. It was like, I didn't know they made cartoons I wasn't allowed to watch. They were saying naughty words, talking about poop and stuff. Baki Rocket 2 is very rare. It's an expensive cartridge. Tetris 2, not as good as Tetris 1. I don't think I played Super Bonk. Super Adventure Island rules, by the way. I haven't beaten it, but it's a very interesting game. Earthbound, well, someday. One of these days, Earthbound. Much to my, that's like the game I'm like one of the games I'm most ashamed of not having beaten. Probably also the game I played through. I started the most. Sparkster rules, though. Sparkster very good. Second best Rock and Night game. Kirby's Dream Course, also fantastic. Blackthorn is Blizzard's action like cinematic platformer. That's right, there is an SNES Lord of the Rings game. Weird. Bubsy 2. So yeah, I've obviously beaten Final Fantasy 6, but not the original version. So we'll wait till we get to that GBA version. Demon's Crest. I didn't beat Demon's Crest. I got close. Very good game. Never really liked Super Punch-Out for some reason. I don't know why. It feels weird to me compared to the original. Might be a me thing. Almost certainly is a me thing. Hey, there's that Home Improvement game. It's wild that exists. I like the Animaniacs game. I know. It's not my proudest take with Super Punch-Out. Donkey Kong Country. That was a big game. I had this Page Master game. I don't think I ever beat it. But it wasn't bad from what I remember. I don't know what the consensus is. Biker Mice. This game's not supposed to be bad. It's supposed to be a pretty good racing game, actually. Pack-It Time is a weird game. It's like, it's on some Pac-Man collections today. It's like, what if Pac-Man was one of those janky European 2D platformers? Yes, I do, Lance. That's why I added this SNES one, but not the Genesis one, because I didn't beat that one. Yes, I think I did. Like Man X2. Very good, not as good as the original, but still good. Oh, Weirdlands. The Game Boy NES game is a port of the Genesis one. There were examples like that. They would do stuff like that. Here's that fucking Squirrel King, like, rip-off Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers thing. What the hell is that? This is a weird game. Hanna-Barbera's Turbo Toons. It's a racing game with a bunch of Hanna-Barbera characters, but it's foot races. They're just running around. It's weird. Yeah, it's a Taiwan game. Okay, well, there you go. Super Noah's Ark. There's that Beavis and Butthead game. HO95, that's great. I haven't played that much of it. Zoop. I had Zoop. I'm trying to remember. I know I probably had it in Genesis. I had it on Game Boy also. Kirby's Avalanche. I don't think I can say I've beaten Kirby's Avalanche. Did we ever see Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine? Did I skip it? I don't think I've beaten it, but weird. Yep, we beat Chrono Trigger. And Mega Man 7, of course. Kyle Petty's No Fear Racing. I did just skip it, my bad. There's a lot of games. This is that Gargoyles game that got surprisingly remade recently. Probably sold like 10,000 copies of it. Remake that, but not Quackshot. Hey, look, Yoshi's Island. Dracula X, no. Rondo of Blood, yes, but we'll get to that. Phantom 2040, where I must have missed it. I never played it anyways. Foreman for real again. Yeah, Trials of Mana, which we got much later. It was supposed to be very good. I'll have to play it sometime. Secret of Evermore, I played a good amount of. It's really fun. It's very interesting. It's jankier than the actual Secret of games, like Secret of Mana, but the concept is neat. Terranigma. I played some of that. It's very good. Someday I'll have to beat it. I feel like I missed the second of the Quintet games but didn't comment on it, but, you know, didn't finish it. Yeah, don't worry about that Super Mario World 2 thing in front of Yoshi's Island, everybody. It's just marketing. Diddy Kong's Quest, probably the best Donkey Kong Country game. Mega Man X3. The Max games kind of kept getting a little bit worse. The next 4 rules again. Bunch of games we saw on Genesis. Hey, Final Fight 3. Man, I wish they'd put Final Fight 3 on NSO or make a Final Fight collection or something, because I love Final Fight 3. I think it's the best of them, actually. There's just a few more mechanics in it. There's even super moves that you can do with Street Fighter style inputs. It's fun. Yeah, I was playing this Waterworld game. I have the vinyl soundtrack of this Waterworld game for some reason. College Slam. I remember when that was a thing. This Pocahontas game's actually not supposed to be bad. It's a cinematic platformer. Oh yeah, Mario RPG. Definitely beat you. Okay, they're really counting the Kirby games separately here. You don't have to actually buy the marketing that these are all separate games thing. Come on, it's just Kirby Superstar. One of my favorites, played recently with Dan. It's wild that Kirby Superstar was that late on the SNES, and then we still had Kirby's Dream Land 3 on the system even after that. There were some late SNES games. Alright, I don't think this is an official game here. Oh, it's just a mod of that Speedy Gonzalez game, of course. So, the fact that there was a port of Street Fighter Alpha 2 on the SNES is impressive. Donkey Kong Country 3 is good. Yes, I know it's the worst of the 3, but it's still good. There's Kirby's Dream Land 3. That was 1997. That's crazy. That's got to be one of the last relevant games for the SNES, huh? Beginning to look like it. Yeah, I think we're done here. Okay. Let's see if we can do... Can I do, like, Do they have Sega CD? Nintendo, PlayStation, what the hell? They have some weird... Okay, there's gotta be Sega CD. There it is. Let's see if we can do maybe Sega CD and 32X at the same time. I don't think there's that many games for these platforms I've beaten. Like, okay, I might beat Monkey Island, but that's on PC. We'll get there later. Honestly, part of me because, like, I could probably just think of the games I've beaten on these platforms and just search for them instead of doing this. Like what have I beaten? For these systems, I've beaten Sonic CD. I get to pick the platform. Sega CD, of course. And Knuckles Chaotix. I'm trying to think if there's like any other Sega CD games I've actually like played all the way through. It was Mickey Mania was one I said I'd be on Sega CD. Otherwise, I'm not sure. That's the benefit of actually looking through it, I guess, but... I wanna... Sega Saturn's also going to be interesting. You know, Sega Saturn's when I was, like, at the age where I was starting to beat a lot more games more often, but I'm not sure how many games I really beat for the Sega Saturn, right? Like, went back. Like, we could say I beat Sonic Jam. I definitely beat both Clockwork Knight games. I don't know if I could say I beat the Panzer Dragons, any of them, much to my shame. I need to go back sometime. A Stall I beat. And 3 Dirty Dwarves, which is a very underrated game. Super fun beat 'em up. Super cool looking beat 'em up. Yeah, someday we're gonna really bust out the Saturn. We're just gonna go crazy. Okay. Would there be anything else for the Sega Saturn? I mean, some of the fighting games we could say, like, yeah, I beat Virtual Fighter 2. And, what do they call Virtual Fighter, like, Remix? Yeah. Is this the one that came to Saturn? Because they had to, like, make it good, because they blew it at first. Bulk/English mod. Fighters Mega Mix for sure. Yeah, okay, this is okay, good. Games, okay. Fighters Mega Mix. This game rolled. I think it might be it for the Saturn. I don't think there's anything I'm forgetting. Hey, I know this song. This is from Ridge Racer Type 4. So I recognize this one. Okay. So I don't think I beat the Panzer Dragoon games, which is, like, embarrassing. I played Panzer Dragoon 1 a lot. I never, you know, I was bad at video games still at that time. So I never finished it. Keep in mind, when that came out, I was 9. In fact, I remember the Clockwork Knight games specifically. I think Clockwork Knight 2 was the first time I beat a game before my brother did. Want me to scroll through the Saturn list? It's kind of fun to scroll through them, huh? Maybe we should just in case anyways. It's fun. Where's the platform? Oh, we're already here, okay. There's so many old games ported to the Saturn, we have to scroll quite a bit here. Missed. Someday, missed. Someday. So we may have gone all of them, but let's look. Hey, look, Karnav's Revenge. Legend of Heroes 3, apparently. Magic Carpet, shoutouts to, what's his face? Peter Molyneux. God, this song's good. Police Knots I really want to play someday. Someday we'll get to Police Knots. The hell was Bubble Symphony? They made a Bubble Bobble I didn't know about. Gex! I don't know if I ever beat Gex. There are some obscure consoles I have to figure out how many games of them I actually beat, because I played some TurboGrafx and 3DO stuff. How many of those games did I beat? Maybe not many, but a couple. Yeah, Pandemonium's videos are so good. I enjoyed his new one. I wish, I understand why they don't come out more often. God, I wish I could play Parodius right now. I wish we'd have a Parodius collection, that was arcade perfect, just on modern platforms. Discworld. I need to play Discworld sometime. It's another point-and-click adventure game, obviously based off those books. Corpse. I had the 32X Sega CD version of Corpse Killer. Weird game. The Corpse Killer episode of Pandemonium was actually great. They talked a lot about the filming and whatnot. There's Zoop again. Somehow. God, I really want to beat Panzer Dragoon. I need to play that again so bad. Daytona USA. I like Daytona USA. It certainly wasn't good enough to finish a circuit. Virtual Highlight. I think I'm gonna make Jeff play Virtual Highlight someday. They almost made me play it, and then they realized that I'm such a sicko that I probably would have liked it. I don't think Jeff will. Dan would dislike it too much. I don't think Dan could handle it. I think Jeff is the perfect choice for Virtual Highlight. He wanted a Saturn game before. He wanted this. I didn't even know there was a Shinobi game for Saturn until recently. It always kind of looks weird whenever I see it. This is a nice song. I didn't mess around with NES and K stuff till way later. Bug! I liked Bug a lot. I don't think I ever beat it. It's kind of a hard game. It's kind of it seemed like a long game at the time. I still remember going to Software Etc. to get Bug when it came out. I was so excited for Bug for some reason. I really fell into the marketing hype for it. But I did like it. Rayman is a very difficult game. I might have had Rayman on Saturn. There's a 3D Lemmings. Wipeout. It's weird that there's a Saturn version of Wipeout, but there it is. No, I don't keep a running dock. I'm not really a very organized person like that, so that's why we're doing this, is so I can't actually do it. I mean, part of it is I've been playing video games forever, so it's not like I, would have started doing this when I was 5. A stall we added. I love a stall. Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah, but look, this is a positive stereotype, but if you work at the NPR, I expect that of you. Okay, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, actually. I did have the Saturn version of this game, and it ruled. Played the shit out of it on Saturn. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 on Saturn was awesome. Oh, hey, look, High Velocity is less Pandemonium. I think I had the Sega Saturn version of Earth from Jim Toon. It's weird there was a Sega Saturn version of it. Very unnecessary. But there it was. I imported this game at one point, actually. I believe. It ruled. It's very good. I think you could use Game Shark or something to play imported games on your Saturn. It was awesome. Very strange that Battle Arena Toshinden was on the Saturn. Such a PlayStation game. Yeah, I hope they make a new Rayman game. I'd love a new 3D one, honestly, but who knows. Hey, look, Warcraft 3, Warcraft 2. Isn't it weird? We played those Warcraft 1 and 2 remasters, and I was having fun. It seemed like everybody in my chat thought that they looked neat. And all I ever see on Reddit and places about how, they're an affront to humanity. People don't seem to like them? I don't know. I even said I was playing them like, yeah, Warcraft people are picky, though. I don't know. So, and look, I get if you don't like the new graphics, I guess, but what? Yeah, I mean, even the art. Like, I was like, whatever. But if you don't like the art, I don't know if they have other versions, but you could just not use the art. I don't know. Loaded, that's another one I associate with PlayStation 1. Oh, so this is weird. This is like an FMV game using clips from that animated Street Fighter 2 movie where you see Chun-Li's nipples. Suikoden 1 was on the Saturn? I had no idea. But how are we still on 1995 on Saturn? There's so many Saturn games, and so many of them only came out in Japan. Johnny Bazooka. I rented that game on PS1, and I think I had an okay time with it, but apparently it's terrible. Yeah, there's a lot of Japan-only Saturn games. Guardian Heroes, I never played this game, and I want to. Everybody talks about it's amazing, it's treasure, it's a beat-em-up. Just never played it. Just not completely was oblivious to its existence when I was a kid. We'll get to play Lunar soon. Is it weird that I say Lunar? I guess it should just be Lunar. I don't know why I think that it's pronounced Lunar. Obviously, it's just the word Lunar. But I like saying Lunar. That was Rise 2. Is this some perv shit? Alright. So I'm not the only one who says Lunar. There must be some reason why so many of us think it's that. Dom Cats, thank you so much for 13 months. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. There's Panzer Dragon Y, which I should have beaten, but didn't. It's also very good. There's a Lupin the Third something game. Okay. Dragon Force, there's another one. I remember at the time people talking about it, but this gets brought... I didn't play it then. It gets brought up all the time now as one of the best games for the Saturn. It's like a kind of a strategy game where like a bunch of sprites on screen at once. So if characters say Lunar, then good, it is Lunar. So Dragon Force is another one I want to play pretty badly at some point. Now they made a sequel with Salamander, right? AKA Life Force. Sexy Parodius, hell yeah. Finally, they made it sexy. There was a Saturn port of Mega Man X3. God, that's weird. We did not get that here. Oh, is that one of those dreaded working designs translations? Everybody likes Puzzle Fighter 2 more than me, apparently, and I don't hate it. But I've come across so many people, like Dan, Sean, who like, oh yeah, that shit's great. We beat Quake, but not this version of Quake. PC games is going to be a difficult one to sort through eventually here. Oh, Die Hard Arcade. Yeah. I've beaten Dynamite Die Hard Arcade, and then Dynamite Cop on the Dreamcast. Knights! How did I forget about Knights? The vocal themes for the Saturn XG. Oh, okay. I'll go check out something. Yeah, of course I beat Knights. I love Knights. In the night, in the light. Oh shit, here's Die Hard Arcade. Take that other one off. Do that. It's gonna drive me crazy. Okay. Alphabetical. It says pretty looking. There it is. Can I delete this? There we go. Nice. I love Christmas nights. I'll add that to the list too. It gets its own. Saturn Bomber. Everyone would talk about how amazing Saturn Bomberman was, but I don't think I ever owned it. There's the Heart of K. That's where we left off. Fighting Vipers. Then I beat Fighting Vipers. I'm not sure if I owned Fighting Vipers. Die Hard Trilogy is more of a PS1 joint for me. Also, never finished it. It's 3 games in 1. House of the Dead. House of the Dead 2 I beat. I don't think the original I did. Power Slave. We beat the exhumed version, so not this one. So we'll get to that later. Did we ever get the Thunder Force 4? Oh, that's still up there. On Genesis? I think I missed it. Remind me to get Thunder Force 4 after I finish these Saturn games. I have to search it up manually. Oh, that's interesting, Lance. Mr. Bones. I like Mr. Bones. I didn't beat it, but I like Mr. Bones. Mortal Kombat Trilogy is actually a Nintendo 64 joint for me. More Lunar. I'm glad that Mr. Bones exists. Pup Breeder. Okay. Hey, look, Pandemonium. Man, I wouldn't have thought of this. I didn't see it here. I liked the Space Jam game a lot, actually. It was just NBA Jam. It was fun. There's Christmas Nights. It's good that we did do this. You forget. Bubsy 3D had a Saturn version? No. That must be some kind of fan thing. No. There's a Saturn port of Bubsy 3D? Yeah, there's some stuff that's kind of just a feel a little bit in it, Perez. If I played it, if a game doesn't have an ending, but I played a lot of it, that's good enough. I actually did have this version of Sonic 3D Blast, but I think it's the Genesis version I played more / beat later. There's Thunder Force 4. What's it doing here? We gotta find the Genesis version. Oh, really? I never heard of that one, I think. Hackider. Hackader? Hawkider. Bug 2. Never beat that one either, but I like Bug. I stand by Bug. Mega Man 8. Trying to think if I beat this game on PS1 or Saturn. Let's just say Saturn. What difference does it make? Just remind me not to count it for PlayStation 1. We got Fighters Mega Mix. Era of Zendor. You ever want to just play a game because you think the name is funny? The Legend and the Land. This music is nice. There's 3 Dirty Drawers. We got that. Blast Wind. There's that awful Crow game, which apparently had a Saturn port. I think that game's supposed to be kind of short, but otherwise I bet you might see that on Blake Club someday. Now that Mega Man, didn't we just go Collector's Edition? Oh, what difference is that? I like his whistle. Tilk. Exon. Wait, they're making these Atelier games way back when? I don't really understand what Atelier is. We got Sonic Jam. Swag Man. Oh no. Did he, Gene? Maybe he did. Thunder Force 5. That's again, you forget there is a port Resident Evil 1 for the Saturn. Mega Man X4 is definitely one I had on PS1, not Saturn. Never cared much for Croc. Oh, Light Gun RPG Hybrid. I always like games that, like, surprise Light Gun section. Hey, it's Riven, the sequel to Myst. Devil Summoner. I do like that the name of one of the archetypes that you unlock in Metaphor Fantasio is called Devil Summoner. That's neat. Oh, well, hey, that said sequel. Don't know what you're talking about, Firehair. Sorry. Sonic R. What did I forget about Sonic R? I played a lot of Sonic R. I liked Sonic R. I care what anybody says. Sonic R's fun. The soundtrack's incredible, of course. Everyone agrees about that. I know what these games are because I've seen the Beast play them on his N64 challenge. People always say that Shining Force 3 is very good, and I believe them. It looks kind of ugly whenever they show the gameplay footage, though. Soul Divine? No, don't know what that is. Yeah, I own Panzer Dragoon Saga. We're getting late into the system's life here. Gonna be a lot of Japanese stuff. We're probably gonna be good here pretty soon, I'm guessing, but we'll make sure. Well, the Saturn version of 8 is great because you have extra bosses. The Cutman and Gutsman. At least Cutman. There's that Dragon Force 2 that we didn't get here, but there's a fan patch for. Woodman, you're right. Yes, Cutman and Woodman. Rated Silvergun, I got this on Switch and haven't been able to play it yet. Oh, right, there is a Saturn version of Symphony Night. And that's because that's another one that has bonus content on Saturn, but still isn't the better version. Because, like, apparently bonus content's not very good, and the game has, like, it's not quite as good graphically. Something like that. Oh, there's a fan patch for it. Cool. Here we go. Sega Ages. Here's what I would get if I was just in a random, like, retro store in Japan. I would want this combo pack for the Saturn of Castle Illusion and Quackshot, and it's called Sega Ages I Love Mickey Mouse. There's a lot of seeing a lot more Shining Force 3. Seeing a lot more anime games showing up here. Guns of Mercy. Alright. Yep. Okay. Now, what? Oh, yeah. So, first off, we're going to look up Thunder Force 4, because we missed it somehow. Is it Roman numerals? The hell? That's why it's called Lightning Force. That's right. My bad. What title did I not say all of? Okay. How many 3DO games could there possibly be? I mean, again, I don't think I've beaten very many of them, but we can look through them for funsies. Mad Dog McCree. That's my favorite game for the platform. Played the hell out of Mad Dog McCree on there. Two Shot Johnny Rock, I only ever think we had a demo of, but it was the same thing, except with, like, you know, the old school detectives. It was neat, but Mad Dog McCree was the shit. Oh, was a port of Sewer Shark? We gotta do Night Trap sometime. There's that newer version of it. Tiger Tool's great. I played Urquan Masters on PC. I don't think I finished it, but it's a very good game. San Diego Zoo presents The Animals. See, this is the kind of shit I'd love to play sometime on this stuff. Mad Dog McCree 2. Yes, Mad Dog McCree 2, man. These games were hard, especially when you get to that last fight against Mad Dog McCree. It really was just a duel, and you had to draw super fast to get him. There's Mist again. Soccer. There's a demo of Soccer Kid that came with the 3DO, and I thought it looked really cool. Never got it, though. Rebel Assault. These games are weird. Alfred Hitchcock Presents. What the hell is that? Shelley Duvall's It's a Bird Life. What? Oh, the 3DO rules. Stellar 7. Jackson Revenge. What do you mean Stellar 7? These ratings are nothing, because I don't think very many people do the ratings, so they get skewed. Crime Patrol 2 Drug Wars. There's Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, the classic. On the Tech 2. Dennis Miller, that's news to me. Jam it! God, the 3DO is like if one of those fake consoles from a TV show or a movie was real. It's incredible. Oh god, I want to play the 3DO version of Family Feud very badly. Because, like, the 3DO's also, it's, like, not terrible. Like, the CDI is just junk, right? The 3DO has some good stuff. Like, you know, ignore this. This is a very good version of Road Rash on the 3DO. You got Police Knots. Is Police Knots on 3DO? There's a very good Street Fighter 2 port. This is great. This is the first Need for Speed game. It was made for the 3DO. The first Need for Speed, called The Need for Speed, was a 3DO game that eventually got ported to other shit, but it was a 3DO game first. And you got that whole series made for the 3DO. Oh, there's Balls again. Corpse Killer again. Now, I had Gex on 3DO. In fact, I think this was another game that was made for 3DO first. I don't think I ever beat Gex. More Romance of the Three Kingdoms. I wonder what people consider the best Romance of the Three Kingdoms game. Sid Meier's CPU Beach. What the CPU Bach? What did I say? Beach Bach? Like the composer? What the hell was that? Why are there so many Woody Woodpecker cartoon collections for the 3DO? Seal of the Pharaoh. That looks cool as hell. Okay, so this game. This was like the first 3DO game I had. I played the shit out of it. It's really weird. It's a lot of FMV. It's like FMV Jurassic Park themed versions of classic arcade games. It's bizarre. And there's like a lot of, like, you know, they don't have any original actors, so it's a lot of back shots of lookalikes and costumes. It was wild. I played a shit ton of that game. I think I had real pinball. But I remember seeing the box art for this Wing Commander game a lot, thinking it looked neat, but was intimidated by it, or thought it'd be scary or something. I think this is the one Mark Hamill was in. CPU Bach is an interactive music generating program designed by Sid Meier and Jeff Biggs for the 3DO. can create Baroque music in the style Bach for various keyboard winners, string instruments in a variety of forms. The composition then performed by the software with synchronous 3D graphics on screen showing the virtual instruments being played. That sounds incredible. Holy shit. What is 3DO like emulation good? Because I just need to play some 3DO games, man. I mean, as you can see if my 3DO still works. It is down there. I doubt it. It's been sitting there for a while. We can try. Hey, D. People like D. Wish I would make a 3DO mini. Oh my god, Lance. That's insane. The 3DO shit's already getting more obscure. So we are now in the era of the 3DO coexisting with, like, the Saturn and the PlayStation 1. PO'd. So this was on sale, that remastered version by Night Dive during this fall sale. PO'd, so I finally picked that up. I'll have to play that sometime. Also, originally a 3DO game. Pretty sure. Yep, I got picked up, PO'd. So what else did I get from the sale? Some other stuff that was cheap. Sex! What the hell is this? This game with such a simple yet expressive title is also rather simple and to the point in its concept. It's about having sex with sexy members of the opposite sex in several sexy styles, situations, settings, and scenes. Oh. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. This is the guy who wants to have sex. Like, Vivid! Vivid made this! Oh my god. Sex! The game! Oh. Okay, I misread that one at first. I was like, oh my god! Is this the sequel to Sex? Snow Job. This one is not a porn game. It just looks like what? God, I love the 3DO so much. I wish I could just become a 3DO like content creator. It'd be such a good life. The Foes of Ollie. There's Johnny Bazooka Tone again. I think this was originally a 3DO game. This is a bad port of Doom, I believe. Isn't this an Earthworm Jim song? Was Earthworm Jim on PlayStation 1? This is Tommy Tallarico. That was the one good soundtrack he actually did. He's the one I actually remember. That Casper movie was such a big deal. There aren't that... Like, how many of these were actually games, you know? Earthworm Jim 2 had a PlayStation 2... Or a PlayStation 1 port. There you go. Part of me is like, do I have to look up Game Gear games? How many Game Gear games do I really think I've possibly beaten? I want to do... Again, TurboGrafx. I think I could... I mean, I know there's only so many games I beat for TurboGrafx. It's the Bonk games and Rondo Blood. I liked Bunk. And then Airzonk. That was a game I wanted so bad as a kid and was only ever able to play it when got my TurboGrafx Mini. It was really good, it turns out. Okay, and then Rondo of Blood. Technically the PSP version, sure. TurboGrafx is a very good name for a system. Alright. So we've gone through most of the 16-bit and 8-bit stuff and some of the first CD stuff. We, Man, the soundtrack is pretty good. But yeah. We did pretty good. Obviously, PlayStation, it's gonna take a while to get through. The PlayStation 1 list might be a little hard to scroll through, but like I also don't know how else to do it, because I kind of need to see it all. Might just have to scroll through it. Might just have to scroll. Otherwise, I'm gonna forget shit. And 64 won't be that bad, at least. Maybe we'll starve in 64. Are there any Game Gear games that are like worth being like, I beat that? I play Game Gear games, but you know, those games are hard to beat. You know what? All the Sonic shit on Game Gear I did. Maybe real quick. Let's go to Game Gear and type the word Sonic in and see what comes up. Not all of them, because some of them were hard. But certainly, so not Sonic 3D Blast sucks there, but Sonic Triple Trouble, absolutely. Not Sonic Labyrinth, Sonic Chaos, absolutely. Maybe just those two. The Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was actually hard. I don't know if I beat that. Sonic Adventure 1 was also hard, I think. Yeah, definitely beat those two, so we added those. That's good enough. No, you can upload to my channel, Fire. That's fine. We're just doing this for fun. Why do I have notifications? Oh, look at this. I'm unlocking things. Hooray. You guys like my profile picture, by the way? Your boards. There's plenty of other good Game Gear games. Just haven't beaten many of them. Okay. We are getting there. It's good to get a sense of this. Which games I have beaten. Or there's going to be any other Z games that are going to be listed after Zero Wing. Oh yeah, there you go. There's a link so you can see. Oh yeah, Mad Dog McCree. Alright. Time stopping this playlist when this song ends. This song, there's a Earthworm Jim Overture collection thing, medley in the One Video Games Live CD. Of course, it's Tallarico. Makes sense. This is a bizarrely good song for Earthworm Jim, you know, for what Earthworm Jim is. That's a very epic sounding song. All right, so that was fun. Thank you all so much for hanging out. We'll get back to that, try to make some more headway there. Might take more than just one mushroom. Well, I like having this Mega Man thing playing behind me. I think that looks neat. If for nothing else, I'm glad I have it for that. So thanks again, Evercade. Well, Raid Kayla. Looks like she's beating Silent Hill, and it sounds like Dan is there. That's neat. Yep. Sorry for starting so late, but had to save Christmas. But yeah, tomorrow I think I have no plans, so that'll be neat. That'll be fun. Say hi to Kayla and Dan if he's there too. They found the weird Batman game. Good job. Was it the TurboGrafx? The TurboGrafx Batman game is weird because it's top down. Called Monster in My Pocket. That sounds like a you problem. All right. Yep. We'll be streaming tomorrow. We'll do more of this. We'll try to maybe play a game tomorrow too. Maybe we'll play more Shadow Generations or PO'd or something. I don't know. But we'll definitely do more of this too. I did open some Wakanda cards on the stream not too long ago. All right, everyone. Say hi to them. Bye-bye. Thank you. Take care. Slow fade. Don't worry, I didn't get much good in that pack.